1930s, my grandmother was a teacher. This is what she looked like. Beautiful lady, full of life and energy. In the 1940s, the Japanese came to Singapore and occupied Singapore. One of the first things that they did in her village was to ban schools, close down schools. And so my grandmother, a teacher, was out of job. And it was a difficult time for her and for the community that she was part of. I remember her telling me the story of how they used to fear for their lives, scared to even try to teach a child for the fear of getting shot. And then one day, the villagers in the kampong, and the kampong is a word that we used to call a village in Singapore back in the days, came together and said, we, as a village, we should teach our children. But then people got scared and they go, but what about getting shot? And so they said it's a risk worth taking. Our children are everything to us. And so, in the village, in the dark of the night, the villagers came together. They all contributed to the building this mission. You had a group that was in charge of watching. They were on the lookout for any Japanese soldier that was present. There was a group that was in charge of escorting the kids to my grandma's house. There was a group that was in charge of preparing food, because when you educate someone, you need to eat, both the child and the teacher. There was a group that scheduled all the timetable. So it was an elaborate plan that was put into place by this village just with one purpose: to educate the children. And my grandma used to sit down while feeding me and tell me this story. And in a big part of it, it inspired my journey as a speaker. Being able to make a difference in the lives of the people that we speak to. I became president a few weeks ago. And something clicked about that story that my grandma used to share with me. It became more than just about my grandmother, the hero, teaching the kids. It became a lot more than that. It became about a kampong, a village that came together, that worked together, despite the risk of getting shot, that came together in adversity, united by a common cause. And I looked at that story and I looked at that meaning, and I started relating it to our association, APSS, Asia Professional Speakers Singapore. I've been a member for a long time. I've lapsed in between, but I've been a member for a long time. And this association has been my kampong. This association has been my family. And so, when the Exco came together, we told ourselves this: what can we do as an Exco to keep the kampong spirit of APSS? And a word resonated with all of us. That word was grow. How can we grow? But then we asked the question, grow what? And we sat down and we thought about it. And we said there are 3 things that we need to grow. Number 1, we need to grow our members through programs. Number 2, we need to grow our association. Number 3, we need to grow our brand. So the theme that we have for this year is this word called grow. Grow is the theme that's going to drive the Exco to serving all of you today and over the next 1 year. What we're going to do is I would love to share with you our strategies that we had during our Exco meeting so that you understand our vision for grow. Let me start with the first thing, which is to grow our members through programs. Today you come here, you have great quality programs. Yes or no? Yes. You have great programs over the year. We want to continue to do that for all of you. Great monthly programs, great master classes. We want to give you as much value as possible. We want to continue to serve our associate members through Speakers Academy, which is a program that we had this year. We want to continue to building a world-class convention. We had a great convention this year. Yes or no? Yeah? We had a world-class convention. And guess what? We are going to raise the bar. We want to make it even better, bigger for all of you. So we are committed to driving this. But on top of that, there are new initiatives that we had in place. Number one is we want to create this thing called Keynote Academy. So why did we do this? Some of you may have filled up a survey form that we sent out a few weeks ago. In the survey form, we asked you, what do you want? Many of you asked for help with your keynote. And so we said, you have asked, you shall receive. Yeah. One of the new initiatives we're going to have is going to be a Keynote Academy. We are talking to two persons to help us develop a one-day program. That two persons are two rock stars, Frederick Herron and Ron Kaufman. They haven't said yes yet, by the way. We have to convince them. The second thing that we want to do is to do a lot more live streaming. Now, again, you have asked, some of you are not in town, you travel, you are speakers, but you want to attend the meeting. Some of you are based overseas. We have members in different countries who want to attend meetings. So we said, live streaming of every APSS event from today onwards. By the way, same price, no discount. So the only rule is you got to be out of town to qualify, because we want you to be present in the room. I want to introduce you the team that's going to be behind some of these activities, because they are going to be reaching out to you. First, let me start with the programming team. Can Wendy, Cohen, and Swati please stand up? This is your programming team. They are going to be looking out for you, for all of you. If you have speakers in town, call them, all three. They are here to help. Wendy has a dual role of also being the treasurer of the association, so she controls the money. Yeah? Please give them a round of applause. Thank you. We also have Speakers Academy Chair. Please put your hands together for our former programming chair, Yana. So she is going to be handling Speakers Academy. We already have the dates, so you can block it in your calendar. Thank you, Yana. And your convention chair for 2018. Please put your hands together for this very unknown person, Frederick Herron. Convention chair. Frederick is on the hunt. He needs help, so please reach out to him. If you have ideas you want to contribute, Frederick will be very keen on speaking to you. Amen. Now, number two, what can we do to grow your business through APSS? I am the branding guy that some of you know. I recently went in for a meeting with a local bank. I won't mention who they were. And I asked them, do you know APSS? Who's APSS? Is that a government policy? I go, no, the Asia Professional Speakers Singapore. They had no idea. Then I go, hey, do you know CSP, Certified Speaking Professional? They go, is it like a certification program that you need to speak? They had no idea. And that worried me, because I truly believe that APSS is a premium brand. Look at the quality of people in this room today. APSS is a premium brand, and we have not done enough to build the equity of APSS. The EXCO wants to change that. And we're going to work very up. Thank you. And we are going to work very hard to drive brand equity. There are a few things that we want to do. And it's going to be low-hanging fruits because brand building, as some of you know, is a journey. And we hope to start planting the seeds for building the APSS brand. Number one, what do we want to do is we want to start by creating a catalog of our professional members. We want to create this tool. A simple example was a HR Summit. Did you know that we had a booth at HR Summit this year? Some of you were present, some of you were not. We had a booth, but we had nothing to give away. Some of you were giving books. In fact, there was a competition and say who could put their books in the middle of the table. I hated seeing that. The EXCO didn't like seeing that. We want to change that. We want to be an association that we can drive our brand. And to do that, people need to know about us and who we, and what we stand for. Having a catalog with featuring our professional members is a start, and it's a low-hanging fruit. Number two, we want to drive this APSS to key decision makers. We want to start talking to key stakeholders, meeting planners, trade association, convention organizers, speaking bureaus. We want to reach out with them and connect APSS with them. On top of that, we are going to explore. We have not decided to do this, but we're going to explore this. Let me give you context. A few years ago, I spoke to two of my buddies, fellow speakers, and I said, hey guys, if you give me 2 clients, I will give you 2 back. And so we ended up exchanging 2 clients. So in the end, I had 4 clients. Of the 4 clients, I closed 1 client for $40,000 deal. The 2 speakers that I shared my contacts with, they both also ended up closing deals. My point is this. We have about 50 professional members in the room. Let me ask you a question. If each of the professional members contribute 2 clients to a pot, and through APSS, we build a pot of decision makers, would it mean greater ROI for you? You've contributed 2 clients, but potentially you can get 100 clients. Now, this is something that we are considering and we've not implemented yet, and we are going to be talking to the community to find out how effective this idea is going to be, because we don't want to stamp on anyone's toes. We truly believe in the power of collaboration, and later you're going to get Andy and Shirley talking a lot more about it. But for us, we want to grow business. We want PMs to feel the money. We want you to grow your business. If we can give you value by growing your business, it will be a benefit for everyone in the association. Now, to drive this, I want to introduce your growth chair for this year, Kenneth Kwan. Where is Kenneth? Down here. Kenneth Kwan will be your growth chair. And Kenneth Kwan will be reaching out to you and doing due diligence to make sure that when we go into brand building, we do it the right way. Finally, we want to grow our association by growing new members. I checked. We got about 105, 106 if you count Kristen Chua, who just renewed today. So we got about 106 odd members. And I don't think this is good enough for a premium association. We set a very high target to grow our membership, but we cannot do this alone. So what we ask is we are looking at working with some of you to be brand ambassadors for APSS. We're also potentially looking at a Refer a Friend campaign. Now, National Speakers Association of America has a Refer a Friend campaign. I was at NSA a few months ago, and I'm going to tell you something. They are struggling with numbers. Because they are struggling, their revenues are going down. I do not want this to happen to our association. We have to increase our membership database, and we cannot do this without you. So driving this, our membership chair for our term, put your hands together for Kathy Johnson. Kathy, who did a stellar job with Speakers Academy last year, has taken on this task to reach out to you and look at how we can grow membership. Kathy, don't share your target yet. It's a big target, but we are committed to increasing membership. So, ladies and gentlemen, my grandmother passed away when she was 89 years old. At 88 years old, she was still giving tuition to kids in our kampong or HDB block for free. And I look at her and I looked at the legacy that she had, her commitment to making a difference and to growing her community. And I asked for that same commitment from everyone in this room. The EXCO cannot do this alone. We cannot do this alone. We are not here to firefight. We are here to collaborate with all of you. And together, we will leave a legacy and we will grow. Thank you.